Marasara. I'm so happy you're here. You're listening to the My Felt Story podcast, your place for Torah stories. From Avraham Avinu to Moshe Rabbeinu, we learn how to love and serve Hashem and how to be kind to our fellow friends. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the story. The story of Chanukah. A long time ago, in the land of Eretz Yisrael, there was a big, beautiful house. It had golden furniture and beautiful curtains. It was Hashem's house, called the Bais Hamikdash. The people that looked after the house were called the Kohanim. They would wear special clothing when they would do their holy work. Before they would start, the Kohanim would wash their hands and feet. Every morning and afternoon, a Kohen would burn a recipe of delicious smelling spices, as well as a lamb as a korban present to Hashem. Every day, a Kohen would pour fresh olive oil into the 7 lamps of the menorah and add fresh wicks to make it ready for when the Kohen Gadol would light it in the evening. The light would shine and light up the Bais Hamikdash and the whole world. The Kohanim loved doing their jobs in the Bais Hamikdash. They loved bringing Hashem korban presents every day and keeping Hashem's house clean and beautiful. And they loved feeling Hashem's Shekhinah in the Bais Hamikdash. At that time, there was a king named Antiochus who ruled the land of Eretz Yisrael. "I don't like the light of the Jewish people," said King Antiochus. "I want all the people to serve Greek idols." He decided to set some mean rules to try to stop the Jewish people from loving and serving Hashem. No more lighting the menorah, no more celebrating Shabbos, and no more learning Torah. He sent his soldiers to make sure the rules were being kept. Some of the Jewish people liked the Greek idols, but many of the Jewish people would not listen to King Antiochus, even if it meant that they would be killed. Antiochus' men came into the Bais Hamikdash and ruined it. They brought a pig on the Mizbeach and sprinkled its tamei, impure blood, all over the place. They put Greek idols around the Bais Hamikdash, and when they left, they took the menorah, the Mizbeach, the shulchan, the curtains, and stole all the hidden treasures of the Bais Hamikdash. They left nothing behind. Yochanan the Kohen Gadol was furious. How could the Greeks be so rude and disrespect Hashem's beautiful house? It was a very sad time for the Jewish people. Many families went to hide in caves so they could learn Torah in secret. When they heard Greek soldiers coming, they would quickly hide their Torah scrolls and take out a dreidel. When the soldiers came in and saw the children playing games, they would leave. One day, Antiochus' men came to a town called Modi'in, where Matisyahu HaKohen lived. He was called HaKohen because he used to serve in the Bais Hamikdash. He was Yochanan the Kohen Gadol's father. The Greeks built a stand for their Greek idols right in the middle of the town. When Matisyahu saw this, he became angry. He loved Hashem, and he didn't want people to serve idols and forget about Hashem. He said in a loud voice, "I and my sons will forever remain faithful to the promise which Hashem made to Avraham, Yitzchak, and Yaakov." And with that, he fought and chased away the Greeks and broke the idol stand that they built. He knew Antiochus would want to take revenge when he heard about his bold actions, so Matisyahu and his 5 sons ran to the hills of Judea to hide from the Greeks. They would come out of their hiding spots to destroy any idol stands that the Greeks set up and fight the Greek soldiers when they came to attack. Many brave Jewish people joined Matisyahu and his sons. They were called the Macabees, which stands for Mi Kamoicha Bakelim Hashem, who is like you, Hashem. When Matisyahu passed away, he told his son Yehuda to lead the army because he was the strongest of all his brothers. The Maccabees were a small group of brave Jews. They were farmers who left their fields to help fight, tradesmen who stopped their trade, and even scholars who stopped learning to help Yehuda and the Maccabees. They went to fight with strong hearts, knowing that Hashem was on their side. They fought in the name of Hashem and to protect their land and to make Eretz Yisrael a safe place, away from Antiochus and his mean rules. A Greek general came to Antiochus and said, "These Maccabees are stronger than lions and faster than eagles. I suggest you gather all the generals, armor, and elephants throughout all the kingdoms and let them go out on a conquest of Yerushalayim." Antiochus thought he needed to send a very big army to fight the Maccabees. He sent more than 40,000 soldiers and many strong equipment to fight. The Maccabees did not let the big Greek army and elephants scare them. They declared, "Let us fight for Hashem and our Bais Hamikdash." And with Hashem's help, they won the battle and all the other battles until their enemies ran away and there was peace in the land of Eretz Yisrael. After the battle, the Maccabees, also called the Hashmonaim, went to Yerushalayim and into the Bais Hamikdash. What they saw made them cry. The Bais Hamikdash was dirty. There were broken stones. The Mizbeach had pig's blood on it, and it was full of Greek idols. It didn't feel like Hashem's house. It felt cold and empty. The Maccabees wanted to purify and clean the Bais Hamikdash. Yehuda HaMaccabee appointed Kohanim to do this work. First, they removed all the idols and cleaned and scrubbed every part of the Bais Hamikdash. They rebuilt the broken gates, hung the paroches curtains, and built a brand new menorah, a new Mizbeach, and a new shulchan. Finally, the Bais Hamikdash was ready. The Kohanim washed their hands and feet to be ready to do their holy work. They offered the Ketorah spices, which smelled so delicious, and brought korban presents to Hashem. They were excited to light the menorah. But when they went to get oil, they only found one jar that still had the seal of Yochanan the Kohen Gadol. All of the rest of the jars were tameh and couldn't be used. What should they do? It would take 4 days to travel to the olive oil press to get fresh olive oil, and 4 days to come back. That's 8 days, and they only had enough oil for 1 day. They decided to use the oil that they had and light the menorah. The Bais Hamikdash was ready, and they didn't want to wait another moment. The Kohen Gadol poured the last remaining jar of oil into the menorah and lit it with gratitude in his heart, thanking Hashem for being able to be back in the Bais Hamikdash. The flames flickered with a special glow, and the Kohanim's hearts were full as they felt the Shekhinah, the holy presence of Hashem, return to the Bais Hamikdash. When they came back the next morning, they saw the flames were still burning, and the oil cup was still full, and it continued to burn for 8 days and nights until the new batch of oil came from the olive oil press. The Jewish people were so happy. They celebrated in the streets of Yerushalayim and in the Bais Hamikdash. They expressed their joy and gratitude to Hashem by singing and bringing karbanos presents. The farmers were able to go back to their fields, the tradesmen go back to their trades, and the scholars back to their learning. And best of all, Hashem's house, the beautiful Bais Hamikdash, was back to being a place where Hashem's Shekhinah could dwell and the light of the menorah could shine and light up the world. And every year on Chanukah, we light a menorah for 8 nights to celebrate the amazing miracles Hashem did for our ancestors, the brave Maccabees. And with each flame, we invite Hashem's Shekhinah to come into our house, our own Bais Hamikdash, and light up our world today. And that's it for today, friends. I hope you enjoyed the story. Did you know there's a felt set that goes along with this? You can use it to act out the story and tell it in your own special way. Go to myfeltstory.com to check it out. Sending you lots of love until next time.